Hey there all my gamers, Zach Morales Gaming here, and welcome to something new that I haven't done before. This is kind of a discussion video on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I have not done this before, and I'm sure there are plenty of videos out there that discuss this way better than I will, only because I haven't done this before. But yeah, so this is a discussion on everything we have done and what has been found out so far, and all the leaks and all the information. So I guess we'll just start off with heroes, because that's mostly what people want to know about right now, is the heroes. So to start off, the background gameplay is my gameplay. I recorded it with Shadowplay. It's Star Wars Battlefront Skirmish, because I didn't really want to go into an online match. I just thought I'd keep it smooth and simple and just go into some skirmish. So that's what we have going on for the background. Alright, so starting off, someone, I'm not sure who it is, it might be, yes, okay, so a Reddit user known as Uninspired Zebra has released these are confirmed, I believe, heroes for Battlefront 2. He was given beta, an alpha code, so he was able to go in and right here he went into the files and was able to find all of the confirmed heroes. So starting off right down the list of how it's set, as you can see on screen, they have confirmed Boba Fett, Han Solo, Leia Organa, Luke Skywalker, Bossk, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, General Grievous, Iden, which is the character from the story mode, the main character, the female, Kylo Ren, Lando Calrissian, Darth Maul, Captain Phasma, Rey, and Yoda. Alright, so here's the next part we have for heroes. It seems that also when he released the heroes, he also released their full abilities, which I'm surprised he was able to find. So starting down the list, just like on the photo, Boba Fett. Boba Fett hunts his enemies by ambushing them with blinding concussion missiles and barrages of damaging wrist rockets, all the while staying constantly on the move with his jetpack. Boba Fett's EE-3, produced by Blastech Industries and capable of firing a 3-round at the cost of accuracy. His first ability is called For the Hunt. Enemies around Boba Fett are revealed for a short period of time. His second ability is called Concussion Rocket. Boba Fett fires a single concussion shot, dazing enemies caught in the blast. His third ability is Rocket Barrage. A hail of small rockets is launched from Boba Fett's gauntlet. Next up is Han Solo. Han Solo is a sharpshooter who quickly dispatches his enemies with the high power of his DL-44 blaster. He's not afraid to charge into battle and finish the job with explosives if the going gets tough. Han Solo's DL-44. Produced by Blastech Industries, the DL-44 delivers high damage at the cost of overheating quickly. His first ability is Shoulder Charge. Han charges forward, knocking over and damaging the first enemy he hits. His second ability is called Sharpshooter. Han can fire the DL-44 rapidly for the next few seconds. His final ability is called Detonate Charge. Han throws a sticky charge which can be detonated at will. Next up is Leia Organa. Leia serves as an anchor for the team, deploying her enhanced squad shield to provide cover, incapacitating the enemy with concussion grenades. Leia's Defender Pistol. The Defender sporting blaster was made by the Terrarian Defense Conglomerate. This low-powered weapon is easy to use and was popular in arm duels among nobility. Her first ability, he was not able to find a name, so we just called it Not Sure on the Name. Leia swaps her blaster for a personal enhanced E11 Assault, allowing her to blast her enemies with a stream of laser fire. Her second ability is Squad Shield. Leia deploys a shield at her location. The shield protects her and those inside from blaster fire. Her final attack or ability is known as Concussion Grenade. Leia throws a concussion grenade which detonates on impact, blinding and confusing enemies in the blast area. And now, after Leia, is my favorite, Luke Skywalker. Luke uses his saber skills and the Force to be one on the front lines of battle. His high maneuverability enables him to rush his enemies and avoid damage. Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Based on schematics found in Obi-Wan Kenobi's hut on Tatooine, this lightsaber only uses one kyber crystal. His first ability is known as Force Rush. Luke uses the Force to enhance his speed and quickly move in any direction. His second ability is Force Repulse. Luke sends a burst of Force energy. He put energy, he meant energy. Force of energy out from the ground and dealing damage to any enemies nearby. His final ability is Force Push. Luke uses the Force to push enemies in front of him, knocking them over ledges or into danger. Alright, after Luke Skywalker is Bossk. Bossk is a hunter able to go on the offensive to root out his prey, with choking dioxis gas or keeping his distance and a snipe from afar and protection his position with mines. Bossk's Relby V10. The Relby V10 micro grenade launcher was a highly destructive blaster/mortar weapon modified from the Blastech Industries CSPL-12 projectile launcher. It was commonly referred to simply as a mortar gun. His first ability is known as Predator Instincts. Bossk loads in a round of high damage micro grenades and uses Trandoshan instincts to gaining heat vision and enhancing his physical strength. His second ability is Dioxis Grenade, a thrown grenade which releases a potent cloud of dioxis gas that will damage enemies who stand within. And his final ability, Proximity Mine, Bossk throws out three sticky mines that detonate on proximity trigger, healing high damage. Alright, after Bossk is Chewbacca. Chewbacca uses his bowcaster to fire charged shots at his enemies, and his physical strength to pummel and smash close targets. He is hardy enough to withstand even the most powerful attacks. Chewbacca's Bowcaster. A bowcaster was a type of traditional and handcrafted projectile weapon commonly used by Wookiees. On the contrary to regular bowcaster, Chewbacca's doesn't fire in guised missile portals but pure energy. His first ability is Multi-Shock. Chewbacca throws a grenade which can be broken into a cluster of smaller missiles that will electrocute enemies they hit. His second ability is Heavy Slam. Chewbacca leaps and smashes his fist onto the floor, dealing damage to enemies around him and knocking them off their feet. His final ability is Wookiee Berserker. Chewbacca roars and overcharges his bowcaster, enabling him to fire fully charged shots with no charge time. Alright, after Chewbacca is Darth Vader. Vader's high survivability and powerful force powers enable him to stand in the front lines and slowly advance on his enemies. Darth Vader's Lightsaber. Dual-phase lightsaber made after Darth Vader joined the dark side of the Force. His first ability is Saber Throw. Vader throws his lightsaber, cutting through and dealing damage to any enemies in the way. His second ability is Force Choke. Vader chokes a cluster of enemies ahead of him, dragging them off the ground and into the air to drop them into danger. His third ability is Focused Rage. Vader focuses his energies, allowing him to both deal and receive more damage. Oh, that was it. Alright, after Darth Vader is Emperor Palpatine. The Emperor eliminates whole groups of enemies at a time using his powerful manipulation of the Force to slow, stun, and buffet them with Force Lightning. The Emperor's Lightning. Force power firing electricity from the fingertips of the user. His first ability is called Electrocute. The Emperor electrocutes enemies in front of him, immobilizing them. His second ability is called Dark Aurora. The Emperor charges the air around him with force energy, damaging those around him and slowing their movement. And his final ability is Chain Lightning. The Emperor unleashes a burst of lightning which hits a target and spreads to those around. We're almost there. After Emperor Palpatine is General Grievous. Actually, they couldn't find anything for General Grievous. All they found was General Grievous's lightsabers from the Jedi General Grievous has slain. And that's literally it. There isn't really much for General Grievous, but at least it's confirmed he will be in the game as a playable hero. Alright, right after General Grievous is Kylo Ren. Kylo is a master of controlling his enemies with the Force, freezing them or pulling them to him so he can finish them with his aggressive lightsaber attacks. Kylo Ren's lightsaber, crossguard lightsaber based on an ancient design from the Gret, Scourge, or Malak Shar. The electrical vents divert the extra power from the powerful weapon. His first ability is Force Pull. Kylo uses the Force to pull enemies ahead off their feet and towards him. His second ability is called Force Freeze. Kylo freezes all enemies in front of him, immobilizing them for a duration. And his final ability is Saber Charge. Kylo charges forwards and performs a spinning 360-degree saber attack when the ability button is pressed again. Alright, right after Kylo Ren is Darth Maul. Maul uses his expert saber skills and aggressive force powers to quickly assault and overrun the enemy, one at a time. Darth Maul's lightsaber. Darth Maul crafted his double-bladed lightsaber to exact revenge upon the Jedi. His first attack is called Spin Attack. Darth Maul goes into a high velocity lightsaber spin and attack and leaps forward. His second ability is Furious Throw. Darth Maul hurls his lightsaber, damaging all enemies it touches. And his final ability is Chokehold. Darth Maul chokes a few enemies and throws them to the ground. Alright, after Darth Maul is Captain Phasma. Please fill in description. That means there isn't really a description on her weapon. But Phasma's F11D, the F11D blaster rifle, was a blaster rifle manufactured by Solid Blast Corporation. This ranged weapon was the successor of the old E11 blaster rifle used by the Galactic Empire. And there are no abilities for her, and that's only because she's actually been confirmed as free DLC in the future. So she has nothing yet, but she's been put into the game files, so you know she's going to be in. Alright, going down the list, only 2 more heroes left. After Phasma, we have Rey. Rey's survival instincts give her an expanded awareness of the battlefield, which she uses to ambush her enemies and confuse them with mind tricks. Her saber skills allow her to finish them off up close. Rey's lightsaber. Originally constructed by Anakin Skywalker, Rey found his lightsaber in Maz Kanata's castle. Her first ability is called Insight. Rey senses her surroundings, revealing all nearby survivors to her. Enemies, I mean. Second ability, Dash Strike. Rey charges forward with her lightsaber, dealing damage to enemies on the way. Her final ability is Mind Trick. Rey causes nearby enemies to be dazed and confused for a brief duration. Alright, after Rey is Yoda. Yoda is an expert at turning defense into attack, using the Force to repel blaster fire, heal his wounds, and protect them from harm while using his lightsaber to inflict damage. Yoda's lightsaber. Shoto-style lightsaber using a kyber crystal from the icy caverns of Elune. His first ability is Force Absorb. Yoda channels the Force, absorbing blaster fire before they channeling it into a wave of force power that can damage knock over enemies. His second ability is Dash Attack. Yoda leaps forward, dealing damage to enemies he hits on the way. He can perform the move 3 times in quick succession. And his final ability, which doesn't really have a name yet, but Yoda becomes one with the Force, instantly removing any negative effects and healing him of any wounds. Alright, here we are, the final hero with abilities, Lando Calrissian. Lando uses cunning and gadgets to confuse and then ambushes opponents with heat vision enabled X8 Night Sniper pistol. You won't see Lando if he sees you first. Lando Calrissian's X8 Night Sniper. The X8 Night Sniper was a model of a blaster pistol manufactured by Blastic Industries that featured a computerized scope and silent mode operation. His first ability is called Smoke Grenade. Lando throws a smoke grenade which obscures the view of his enemies. He can see them using his night vision capability. His second ability is Sharp Shot. Lando takes a moment to take focus on up to 5 enemies before delivering a flurry of headshots against each one. His final ability is Disabler. Lando throws out a sticky rebel device which disrupts the radars and communications of enemies around it, as well as revealing them through the environment. He can detonate the Disabler at any time to shock enemies around it. Now that we've gotten that, now let's actually talk about playability. So if you were to go to the Star Wars Battlefront website, and then you were to go and look around on the homepage, you would find that there's actually a way, it should be on the main, it's like, you pre-order to, yeah, here we go, pre-order and get the multiplayer beta in October, and you get to play the beta before it comes out. So, pre-order bonus. They said there will not be a season pass, and there will not be any paid or microtransaction DLC, because the first update or DLC that comes out will be Finn and Captain Phasma. Now, the Last Jedi heroes, those also come with the game, but the only pre-order bonus is little costumes for them. So if I were to read the pre-order bonus for you right now, it would say, pre-order Star Wars Battlefront 2 and get early access to the multiplayer beta, coming fall 2017. Also get exclusive Star Wars The Last Jedi outfits for Kylo Ren and Rey, instant access to Yoda's epic lightsaber mastery, and much more. So yes, if you pre-ordered, you would get these special things. But it's really all about what you want to do. Now, if you're going to do what I'm going to do and wait until the game fully comes out, I'm not gonna lie, they really have me tempting to go and pre-order it, but it really just depends. It really does. But, so yes, that is what playability is on. Now there was an alpha taking place. You had to have signed up for the newsletter before they started sending out codes, and you possibly could have gotten one. It's not guaranteed, but they sent out alpha codes and people got to play a closed alpha. I didn't get in, unfortunately. I was too late, which I'm really disappointed about, because even though you're not allowed to film it, I could have given you guys what I thought about it. I could have recorded it and then uploaded it when the game actually got released, you know, just double content, but that's okay. I didn't get one, it's alright. But, so yeah, so there was a closed alpha, and that's how I got the information I just told you about. But, what about an open beta? You know, what about it? Alright, so as I'm just telling you to right now, I have just, you know, checked out all of the details and everything here, and I do see that there will be an early beta, and a closed beta, and an open beta. I am very, very hyped, dude. I am so excited. I really, really thought they weren't going to do an open beta. I thought they were only doing that for like the first Battlefront. Maybe they thought, you know, let others try it. No, they're actually gonna do an open beta. So I'm gonna put the same image I put on, but if you look closely and read the text, you'll see that it says players and fans who pre-order will be able to play the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta early, starting on October 4th. But right after that it says asterisk open to the public 2 days later on October 6th. And people who get the open beta will be able to play it for 3 days, because it's going through to October 9th. So I'm very hyped about that. I'm so excited because I didn't get to try the closed alpha. I didn't go to those events. I didn't get to try and do anything, and it looks so much fun. So I'm gonna get it on PC. I'm gonna stream it, and I'm so hyped that they're gonna do this. So yeah, that's what we're going with on beta. But that is it, guys. I mean, I know there's plenty of other news I could report on, but that's really all the important stuff you really need to know, and all the recent stuff that you probably may not have known yet. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to come and check out this new thing I decided to do, a Star Wars Battlefront 2 discussion. I haven't done it before. I was thinking about live streaming it instead, but I kind of wanted to put a lot more work into it, and you guys haven't had a video in a while, so I thought I'd put it into a straight up video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you really did, leave a like and subscribe, post a comment what you really liked about it, and if you want me to do it again, tell me what game you want me to do about. Stay fresh, play fresh, peace.